Thank you so much. It's so good to be home. Let's first of all thank the hotel and Ed and so many others for putting on such a great event for us, hosting the food and all the workers. Let's thank the workers in the back, our servers, and we always forget to appreciate them. I want to first of all thank I call her the advocate for the Compton Creek. Certainly when I was on the school board, and even before that, she was the champion and always making sure that the creek was at the forefront of the discussion for the city council, and that is my dear friend Yvonne Arsenault. Let's please recognize her. And I certainly want to thank Supervisor Mark Whitley-Thomas for being so committed to continuing the efforts to revitalize and to move the Compton Creek forward. Certainly, Yvonne Brathwaite-Burke was a champion, and she participated greatly. I remember a conversation that she had with members of the council. Then she said, "There is one priority that I have, and that is to make sure that the Compton Creek is up and moving." And I'm honored that she had the tenacity and the vigor and the determination to move that forward. And I'm even more so excited that the Honorable Supervisor Mark Whitley-Thomas, that this is on the top of his radar as well. So in his absence, let's give our Supervisor Mark Whitley-Thomas a round of applause. And to Mr. Hall, who is also here representing the City Director of Planning. I had a chance to meet with him very shortly yesterday, and to see that his energy is directed towards this effort along with Brooke Morris, the developer who developed what I call an amazing center, an economic vein, an artery for the Compton community, creating a couple of thousand jobs and a few $1 million in tax revenue to the community, giving the community of Compton an outlet and opportunity, one, to not only employ, there's a lot of talking here, if you can just limit your talking just for a second, I'd like that a lot, thank you. Provide jobs for our community and giving our community a place to shop and eat and to take their families instead of taking our tax dollars to Cerritos and to Carson. We have a venue whereby we can keep our tax dollars here in the community of Compton. Let's give Brooke Morris a round of applause as well. And the Army Corps of Engineers and Hilda Bay and all the Water Conservancy Project, they are no strangers to me. I've worked very hard and close side by side with them, and I certainly thank all of you for your efforts and all that you do to maintain your commitment here in the city of Compton. And again, you deserve a round of applause as well. This is a love fest today. I believe that great people do great things. And whenever you put great people in a room together, even though they have different thoughts and different approaches and different avenues, great people do great things. And there's so many great people in this room today with the ability, the tenacity, the determination to do great things. And I'm honored today because I know great things will come out of this caucus, and great things are going to come out of the caucuses to come, because people want to do great things in our community. And I applaud each and every one of you for having the desire and determination to move this project forward. The reality is, and I remember a great president said this, he said, any man can stand adversity, but to test a man's character, give him power. Being able to overcome adversity is one thing, but being able to give people power to create opportunity is something totally different. And I'm excited that you're using your gifts, your power, not against the people, but to work for the people and for the environment. And that, more importantly, is what I'm really looking forward to. And in order for us to move this project forward at a speed, I think that is beneficial to all of us, it's going to take all the stakeholders coming together collectively, understanding that everybody's not going to be able to get 100% of what everyone wants. It's not going to happen that way. That's just the reality. But how best might we be able to come together to mitigate the concerns that we have and at the same time putting forward and pushing forward a project that is beneficial not just to the community but to the environment as well, preserving the environment while we're pushing for recreation activities for the community. So all the stakeholders are going to have to come together. We have to sit at the table and figure out and ascertain ways that we might move this project forward to benefit all of us. But then understand that there's a social impact issue that we should look forward to, because it's a beautification project. Kids in our community will benefit from this. The residents, all the residents, senior citizens in our community will be able to benefit from this. Those in need of employment will be able to benefit from this, because jobs will be created as a result of this project being developed. And I think those are the things that we really need to look forward to in the long shot, as we are working together now, building towards that effort. And I am so thankful to be able to say that I served on the city council here in the city of Compton, that I was part of the negotiations, certainly not at the level and the speed of the queen of the creek, but certainly I participated. Yes, I just gave her a new name. And James from Little Bit, you probably never heard me call her the queen of the creek, but indeed in Compton she's the queen of the creek, because she advocates. I tell you what, you take money from the creek and you've got yourself a problem. But we have to figure that out. And I think because we have great minds in this room, and as I said, great minds do great things, I believe we can come up with some great solutions to move this project forward. And you need to know that I stand committed to working with every organization, every group, everyone in this room to move this project forward. From the state perspective, even coming down to a local level, helping to negotiate whoever I need to do. I have been in conversations with Mark Ridley Thomas regarding the creek, and certainly he's just as committed as I am. And along with Congresswoman Laura Richardson as well. So again, thank you all so much for your time. It's good to be home, and it's good to be able to see some Compton residents in here today as well. God bless you all. Thank you.
I just want to thank you on behalf of the University of California for the Assembly's support that allows us to support all of the great works that our local folks are doing here in Compton. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.